Hi guys, welcome to Sons of Cane. On this video we're going to be looking at a karate system, applying it to the cane. It's called pinan ninan. What you've got to remember with this though is that we've got a series of playlists at the moment. We'll put a little link up there where we've actually put in traditional martial art katas, but we're substituting it with weapons. So if you haven't seen them, have a little click up top and let us know. Don't forget to subscribe for videos each week and push the notification bell, which will give you an email when we post new content. New content is posted on a Wednesday and a Saturday.
In our system we have many katas, one of which is pinan ninan. You may recognise it if you've done a karate system. What I'm going to do is the first road of this with empty hand, then the cane, then show applications with the cane and other weapons just in case you have something else to hand but not your cane. If anybody's interested, we will do a DVD on the full kata with applications. It will be a no frills DVD, so we can run it as cheaply as we possibly can. If you're interested, drop us a line, let us know.
As with all our DVDs, once Chris has gone through it empty-handed and able-bodied cane, we will adapt these for people with two canes and also a wheelchair with the large cane and the mini cane.
So this is the first segment of pinan ninan. The translation of pinan ninan, as we're led to believe, is peace and harmony number 2. That is the first road. First road with the cane. If this was empty hand, we'd go from this yoi position to this yoi position. So I'm going from left hand on top of right, covering my abdomen, stepping out with my left leg, right hand sweeps down the left arm. So with the cane, it's again your interpretation. You may start from here with the cane in the holster position, or you can step out, sweep the cane down your arm, then place it on the floor. My first move is to my right, so I'm looking, dropping back into a cat stance. My left hand is going to a yoi position. My right hand's gripped at the top of the shaft towards the crook. It's coming over my head and I'm imagining using the crook to strike down on somebody's head, then following through with the tip of the cane. I'm going to step into a Zenkutsu forward stance, grabbing the cane to do a bayonet strike. Looking behind me, so I'm doing a 180 turn, and I'm bringing the tip of the cane round and the crook up and over down to what would be my lower block position.
Okay, with two canes we're going to do it slightly different. The canes are just by my feet in front of me. I'm looking to the right for the attacker. What I'm doing, left cane forward, left leg comes out. I've got my tripod. With the other cane, I'm coming through across my body into the strike. Same with Chris, you can come down with the head. If they're close, if they're a little bit further, you're going into the tip. Now the second strike, you can do the single strike. But from in here, if I bring my cane down, so it's behind me, so I just reverse the tripod, instead of the cane at the front with the 2 feet, the cane's now behind, I lift the second cane up and I can strike in from there. While I'm in this position, I'm going to change the crook so it's facing outwards on my backward hand. The cane comes down to give me stability. The cane pops up mid-shaft. I'm striking again with the cane behind the neck, and all I'm going to do is put my left foot back a bit and bring the cane to the floor. You might not get that full range of motion. Even if you go from there to there, it's still going to get them off balance. So I'm back in my chair again. The yoi position, you can come through, you can bring your cane over. Look into the right, stroke comes through, crook, tip, drag. Left hand can come in to grab the horn, choke up, strike through. Change the hand position on the shaft, come over, grab the neck. Still got a guard hand, I've now got control of them. If my brakes are off, I just move to the left hand side, bring them down that way. If the brakes are on, because there are times I sit there with my brakes on, I'm in this position here. If I bring the second hand to the tip, bearing in mind that thumb and the carotid that we went through in a different video, strike up, bring in, I've got full control. With the mini cane we've got less distance, but it's here. So the yoi position could be just resting. Look to the right, strike comes over, hand comes up into the guard, again hit it with the crook, tip, bring it back, double handed, change grip, through and down. If brakes are on, I'll use a control motion, brakes off, I'll take them for a little walk.
So what I'm going to do is show some bunkai. This is an interpretation, you might have your own, and as always we say, it's situation dependent. First move is looking to the right and facing your attacker to the right. I'm a believer in that people don't attack you from the right hand side doing a nice long lunge punch at you, which is easy to see and block. The attacker's going to be facing you. For this one, just an example, I'm going to say he's actually going to control my wrist to control my cane. So where I'm face on, I'm actually going to turn my body sideways, and this motion is going to bring over, so the cane, the crook of the cane is going to come down on his wrist, so I can break the grip, or if you use my other hands, I can control it. I can then strike either his head, side of the neck, top of the collarbone, or using my horn, drive under the chin. Either way, the grip has gone off here. I can then use this to drive him forward away from me, changing my grip, bringing this round, choking this up so I can control his neck, or I can stick my thumb out, so my thumb, you just turn side slightly, go into the side of his neck, which I'm not going to do, and then I will turn. I'm going to release his neck here because I'll be throwing him down. That's a very dangerous technique to do. So if he's got my wrist, I've broken the grip, I've struck him, pushed him forward. For safety's sake, I would hook his knee, which again, follow the balance point if I pull. So I'm actually doing a big turn. I can hook his ribs and do the same technique. It doesn't matter. One of my favourite techniques, after I've done this strike, so I've distracted him, confused him, I can drive it under his armpit, grab this over, and I'm going to swing him over and lock his arm across my shoulder. This is controlling him here, very little pressure, force that down, and I've dropped him down. It doesn't really matter. If he goes for a nice slow kick, doing the same motion, I can use my cane for a parry block, bring this down. Here, he's opened up this point here, and I can drag this down. If I bring this down this line here, his body will react and it gives me an opening for the side of his neck. So all I want you to do is think about the moves and different scenarios. Works the same from a double grab. I'm going to go off the centre line, I'm going to bring this over, bring this down. Hook the elbow, I've got a nice lock off, I'm over his shoulder, I'm back to this position again. So take the move and think of different scenarios. If he grabs the cane, I can't physically now bring it over like I did before, but I can still use the same principle and bring it over this way. I can strike him with the other end. So I've still retained the principle of the kata, but the techniques varied because of the attack. Different attacks, it works from double wrist grabs, hugs, headlocks. Have a play, see what you come up with. Now, in our style, we do use weapons, so I've got an eskrima stick. We call it a tankon, so T-A-N-K-O-N. What's going to change? Nothing, so I can still, if he throws a punch at me this time, so I'm guarding, I'm controlling and bringing it back into my yoi position, so this hand's coming up, I'm striking, and he's going to relax his arm for me so I don't hurt him, but then I can control him this way. So I'm bringing this motion in here. I can just bring it over here. I've got these strikes, so I'm just using a stick. So I haven't changed anything. If you happen to have in your pocket a Kubutan, now I like these, but unless you have one ready to go, if he's throwing a punch, by the time I've gone in my pocket to got this, it's not great, but everything's the same. So if he comes in, I can block, I can strike, and I've got all these points I can hit. If I come to here, I can then put on these locks. It hasn't changed. If I really wanted to, if I come in, I can place this side of his neck in, press, so I'm doing the same motion, turning and throwing.
Thanks for watching, guys. We hope you like this video. As always, drop us a line down below. We love hearing from you. If we're a little bit late replying, we only get to do this about once a week for about an hour, so we're trying to catch up and keep up on everything. But give us a thumbs up. Sharing is caring, guys. Share it with everyone far and near.
As always, if you haven't done already, please subscribe. Don't forget, ring the notification bell. Free the fear.